What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I rebuilt one of my best selling items on Etsy. This is the lift kit, I call it, for the longer Ray 5. If you are the owner of a rotary roller kit, you know you have to lift this laser up a good bit to actually make the laser tall enough to fit over top of the roller. A lot of people stack 2x4s or whatever you may have. So I've been doing a lot more tumblers and bottles, stuff like that lately, and I've been getting a little bit annoyed with the first generation version of this leg extension. So this is what I've come up with. By the end of the video, you will kind of understand what this notch is all about, but I'm going to hop into Lightburn, show you kind of what this is all about. I was just getting annoyed with these, having to do the screws on and off every time, so I've made something a little bit simpler, a little more convenient, and a lot sturdier, actually. These turned out really good. I had to play with the sizing a little bit, but this is going to be the final edition. This will be on my Etsy store, available for a few bucks if you're interested. Makes it a lot easier to lift up your laser for the roller kit. If you already bought my first generation lift kit, send me your order number. I will send you a free copy of the revised version. You can whip these up. They're much better. Trust me, they are so much nicer to use. So I'm going to hop in the computer, kind of show you how I did it. You can give it a try if you want, or just head over to the store and hit the download button. Okay, so in Lightburn, I am working off the original leg extension kit. If you have that one, feel free to try to copy this here. Basically, the only thing I'm changing is I'm widening the legs, I'm adding this little slot here, and I've created this middle piece based off of the dimensions of the longer Ray 5 legs. We're going to go ahead and get this cut out, and I'll start assembling it. It'll be a little bit easier to see what I'm doing after I get it glued together. Okay, so this is going to be the assembly process for one leg. I like to use this Gorilla Glue. Obviously, you can use whatever wood glue you have around the house. Basically, all the glue is going to be applied to this middle section here. You're going to have to cut these 3 pieces out 3 separate times and do the assembly on each one, but I promise it will be worth it in the end. These will be way faster to install when you want to do some rotary engraving, tumblers, you know, the usual stuff that you need the extra height for on the laser. So I'm just going to butter this thing up nicely with glue, and we're going to make a little leg sandwich. Obviously, this piece is the middle. This is what the longer Ray 5 leg actually sits on top of. I've measured this out so the leg kind of slides down in here perfectly, and the notches will grab the leg. You'll see that here shortly. I like to clamp these down with my wood clamps, but you can also use a heavy book, a textbook, a paint can, whatever you have in the house or the garage. Alright guys, so after you've got them cut, glued, everything is dry, this is pretty much what you're left with. You're going to understand what this notch is all about here pretty quick. So you're getting ready to do a tumbler or a bottle. All you need to do is come over here, slide this over. That notch is going to use this little felt footing as kind of an extra grip, and there you go. Your legs are on. They're really sturdy. They turned out so good. They're very, very solid, much sturdier than the original version. They're a good, probably 3/8 of an inch thick now. So yeah, really happy with how they turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing all lifted up, and I'll show you the finished product. Alright guys, so this is the finished product. I've got the laser all lifted up on the new legs, minus this one over here. This is the first generation leg. I wasn't quite happy with how the second one turned out, so I'm remaking it, but it will be available in the store. It'll be the upgraded version by the time you get onto the store. So I'm going to go ahead and frame the cut here. You can see the laser doesn't wiggle, doesn't move around. It's much more solid. These turned out so good. They're very, very sturdy. Much more sturdy than the original screw-on version. I did say in that video I would actually recommend gluing 2 of those together. So now we actually have 3 glued together, and we have a really tight grip because of that foam rubber foot. Holds the leg super, super tight. So it just turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. If you did buy this original version, go ahead and send me your order number, your email address, whatever you use to buy the first kit, and I will send you this one totally for free. It's just a much, much nicer leg kit. It's way more convenient to put on. It's a lot more sturdy, just overall better in every way. So I wanted to remake it, get it up on the store for anyone who liked the first one, because it did serve a purpose. It worked pretty good, but this one is just so much easier to use, and it's much more sturdy. So I'll put the links to everything below. I should also mention you want to use 3mm wood for this. That's how thick these legs are on the Ray 5, so it fits perfectly in between these 2 sheets. Make sure you're using 3mm wood, and you'll have no problems. So once again, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.